Good morning, my fabulous little artists. Today we are going to create a Smelly Louie inspired portrait. Catherine Rayner is the artist and author of Smelly Louie. She's also the author of Harris Finds His Feet. That's the bunny we did earlier in quarantine with the watercolor wash. So to get started, first of all, I will put the link to this book. I'm not going to read it all to you, but I go back to Catherine's illustrations. She uses a very light watercolor wash technique. You can see the paper through it. You can see the different colors. And she uses this little scribbly effect that gives Smelly Louie a lot of texture. And I'll show you how to blow on the paint to make those little crazy hairs stick out. But you'll notice all the earthy colors again. She's got greens and reds and oranges and browns. And so not bright colors, but kind of muted and darker colors. So we will get started. All right, this is what we're gonna create. Old Smelly Louie looking up at some buzzing flies. And after you click on the video for the book, you'll see why he is so smelly. But you'll notice all these crazy scribbling in here. Look at his little whiskers, I love those. And we're gonna be using good old markers again, water, and a pencil and a ballpoint pen. But you're gonna be doing something a little bit different with the markers this time. So we're gonna get started. The first thing we're gonna do on our paper is we're gonna come over here to this side and we're gonna make a dot. It's not in the middle, doesn't have to be. Well, here's the middle. Let's go up a little bit, okay? So this is gonna be our starting point. We're gonna draw kind of like a wedge of pizza almost. We're gonna come down and then we're gonna come up just a little bit. That's gonna be Louie's forehead, okay? And then we'll just kind of sketch back a little bit more and kind of come down. So it looks kind of like a little hill going down, and we'll make another straight line. Okay, we'll come up here to this point again. We're gonna bring it down, making that kind of curved slice of pizza right here. And we're gonna curve in right here. That's gonna be Louie's mouth. And then we'll just continue down, okay? Louie has a long, pointy snout, kind of like Ferris. And he has this long ear. I'm not really sure what kind of dog he is. He's just kind of a crazy looking thing. And we're gonna draw a little circle right here where his forehead is. We'll put a little eye in there. And then we'll make his nose, okay? And I didn't do this very dark. It's just a sketch because you're gonna cover it up. Now, today you're gonna be using markers like you've never used them before. You are going to take these markers and you're gonna hold them like they're hot almost. And you're going to look at Louie. See where it's darker here? I might put some darker lines in here. I am not pressing hard. I am loosely doing this, okay? And you'll see why. Because we don't want a bunch of big, fat, bold marker lines, right? So I'm gonna take another color. I think I'll go with yellow. And if I refer back to his head portrait right here, you will see, we'll look at this one. He's got some yellowy in here. Remember, I'm just kind of taking that marker and hitting the paper. Holding that hot marker, hot potato. Okay, let's do some green because if you look closely, this is kind of a greeny color in here. Let's do that again. Hot marker, hot marker. I think I'm crazy. It gets the point across. And we're gonna hit some gray here on the top of his nose, maybe under here. And he does have, you squint your eyes and look at him, his ear is dark and right above his little eye is darker, okay? So we're gonna hot potato that back in. I think I'm gonna go in with a little orange just to add, because all these colors are gonna start to mix very shortly. And I think I'll go in with a little bit more brown in here, just to darken that out. Remember, hot potato here. I'm not worried about the nose or the eye quite yet. Then you're going to get your magic water out, which is just plain water and a brush. Now, in class, Miss McMurtry always said, don't scrub with the brush. But today you're gonna kind of scrub with it. You're just moving around this color, okay? So it mixes. Just kind of going in maybe a circular motion. I'm gonna go around the eye so we can leave it white, although I have a little green in there, it's okay. Just kind of moving all those colors around so they start to mix. And they're gonna start to blend, and you're gonna start to get those really earthy shades like we were talking about. They look kind of like fall trees or mud. And you're gonna keep moving this around until you get it where you want it. Now, the fun thing that I found with old Smelly Louie is he has like little splats of hair coming out. And I took a straw, or I just blew on the paper, but you can take it and blow and make those random crazy hairs coming out of him. Oh, those are great chin hairs. So I'm gonna let this dry for a few minutes, boys and girls, and I'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, our Louie is about dry now. And you're gonna use just a black ballpoint pen, and you're gonna make scribbles. Everyone can scribble, I'm sure. First thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna darken in his little eye and that circle around it. Now comes the fun part. You get to, well, sorry, take that back. We'll draw his little mouth. You can do his nose later with a black, here, we'll just do a black marker real quick here. Darken in that little snout, whatever. So we need to make these little fine lines and hairs. So guess what we're doing? We're scribbling, and we're making little crazy lines. Look at these whiskers. And I'm just kind of holding this real loose again. And you can squint your eyes and look. You can see it's darker here where the ear meets the side of his head. So we'll kind of give a scribble shadow in here, maybe towards the bottom a little bit. Scribbly lines here and there. You can accentuate. And my pen decided to stop working. You can also do this with a pencil to add a little bit of variety. It's kind of hard to see the pencil on here, but it will work as well, okay? And you're just gonna kind of scribble, 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 scrabble. Now, if I can get this working again, maybe not. So we'll do the little flies with a pencil. So on my portrait, since Smelly Louie is so stinky from rolling in all sorts of good smells on his journey, I made little flies. So I made a little dot, two little wings, just a little circle-y dot, two wings, and put a little smelly lines around them. That's all you need. And by the way, it's pajama day, if you didn't notice. So you can keep adding to give all that great, oh, it's working again. All that great texture in here, his hair, but I love his little whiskers. So have fun with this today. Remember to hold your markers when you're coloring as if they were hot, because you don't want those big bold lines. You don't want a big patch of green or a big patch of brown. You want all those colors kind of meld together, okay? So have a great day. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be doing some Friday finger painting, so stay tuned. Bye, guys.